Now, let's hit our daily dose of cringe. Oh gosh, yes, I wrote this
It's
one
my
up
favorite.
yesterday. Oh, it's so bad. I actually saw this clip and I was like, oh, I should turn this written piece into a video. And then it was just such a crazy day that I didn't do it. And now I'm so regretting that decision to write it up instead of putting this as a video, because we have a new president of the Public Health Agency of Canada, Nancy Hamzawi. I hope I pronounced that correctly. She is, she's a seasoned bureaucrat. And so she's the fifth president of the Public Health Agency in 5 years. There is
Uh-huh.
a massive turnover at the Public Health Agency of Canada. And some people were conflating that with Theresa Tam, who's our chief medical officer of health, how she's,
Right.
her contract is up, so she's leaving that role. This is not replacing her. I don't know who will replace Tam. If you know, I'd love to hear from you and get the inside scoop on who that will be. You can send me an email, Tamara@rebelnews.com, if you know who's going to replace Tam, because I want that name. But
Mhm.
this person works alongside whoever will be the next Tam. Yay for us. And so she's coming from the climate change sector of the bureaucracy. But here, so Ryan Garretson shares this clip of her talking about how the climate is, we're headed for a climate catastrophe, basically. But the reason why I didn't use this clip is because, and maybe it was the reason why I should have used this clip, she says and ah so many times that I couldn't even listen to it. So I apologize in advance to our viewers who are going to have to endure this alongside Lise for the first time and myself for the second time. But here, let's listen to Nancy in her glory.
Survey at this point in time. How many people have heard the sentence, Canada's climate has changed at twice the rate, the global rate, 3 times in the north? How many people have heard that? So typically, and this is a typical audience, about 90% of people have heard that sentence that has come from Canada's Changing Climate Report, but that's an indicator of the extent to which others have deemed that to be the truth. Earlier, we were someone was asking me, do you face skeptics?
What are you talking about?
In your role? And we do. So, despite the fact that we find 90% on average of people believing that and having the confidence in the science, there's not quite 90%, but a significant proportion of Canadians and global citizens who do not believe that and inform us of that view based on the number of documents.
Okay, I'm sorry, I can't. This is
I
so
sign
painful.
off in a day.
I can't do it anymore. This is so cringe. I can't do it. I can't even listen. It's to pick apart what she is even trying to say between all of her ramblings. How does this person make? And I just want to throw to the written piece I put up there yesterday.
Yeah.
She is stepping into a $296,000 a year, paid for by you and I, the Canadian taxpayer.
Yep.
That is what her salary and remuneration is every single year. And that's what we're getting Canada for that almost, over $250,000 a year salary.
Yep. This is a person that whose only experience is participating in struggle sessions where you get to hold the talking stick, right? Well, I'm just going to hold my talking stick and keep droning on about and having everybody in the room listen to her. This is a crazy DEI hire. If we do we have any confidence in the head of the Canadian Health Agency who says things like, the amount of people who deemed that to be the truth? So we have a person here who operates on the expertise consensus of her expert class, okay, of consultants to tell her what they deem to be the truth. This is what we're going to get at the top of Health Canada. Ooh, hang on, buddies. Like, hang on. With this woman in the leader's chair, I think that we could be very, very close to maybe seeing another COVID-like situation. Like this is a person who is not going to leave any health crisis go to waste.
That's right. Well, they say that climate change is going to be the next health crisis. And so, of course, naturally, we would promote someone who was previously the climate manager at
Just
Environment
wild.
Canada into the president role of the Public Health Agency of Canada. And I mean, the Public Health Agency of Canada is such a scandal-clad organization and
Organization.
bureaucracy.
Yes.
And they don't speak or answer to any of it. There's no transparency at the Public Health Agency of Canada. There's no answering to things like what actually happened at the Winnipeg lab when
Biolab.
the Chinese spies were frog
Right.
marched out of there in 2021 after sharing secrets and pathogens with the Chinese Republic. But
FedExing pathogens out of the Winnipeg biolab to the Wuhan lab, and they're like, "There's nothing to see here. We didn't actually.
we didn't know.
The lady was off on a DEI training schedule that day, and didn't see that package leave the facility. Like, this is who is in control. Again, another federal agency that's so committed to crazy DEI initiatives and climate initiatives and greenwashing initiatives that they don't see the forest for the trees. I mean, welcome.
Yeah, welcome to Canada. Just come on in. You can get all of our jobs. The companies will be subsidized to hire you, and have a look at our manager of public health because she looks really healthy.
Do you agree with me? It is time to make Canada great again. And that is why we at Rebel News have teamed up with MCGA hats to introduce, well, the fashion sensation of 2025. Oh, and by the way, these beautiful hats, they are made in Canada. We don't rely on cheap imports coming over from China. So what are you waiting for, folks? Show your pride. This is the perfect thing for a patriot to wear, or maybe there's a patriot in your life that you would like to gift such a hat. Please go to mcgahats.ca. That's mcgahats.ca. Don't be shy about it. Wear this cap. Let everybody know you want to make Canada great again.